Hello there, lovely people. It's Alex from Nintendo Life here, and today we are finally reviewing for you Super Mario Bros. Wonder on the Nintendo Switch. This review was originally written by the superb PJ O'Reilly and has been adapted for video by me. But anyway, that's more than enough waffling. Let's dive right into things. When Super Mario World first released back in 1990 or 1991 or 1992 depending on your region, it felt like a huge moment for Nintendo's iconic platforming franchise. Here was Mario as we already knew him, bounding energetically through 2D environments on the way to his usual goal, but at the same time everything felt as though it had changed. Super Mario World was a thorough modernization of all the important pieces that made the series tick. The world and its characters were brought to life like never before, with a broader range of animations and abilities, and mechanically things had taken a huge step up in terms of responsiveness and polish. This was the best a Mario game had ever looked or felt. It was full of fun and magic, and it brought the somewhat aging formula up to speed, and remains one of the very best adventures the Italian plumber has ever taken. And all of that, apart from the dates, applies to Super Mario Wonder. At the tail end of 2023, one of the strongest years for video games we've seen in a long time, Nintendo has just gone and served us up its best 2D Super Mario adventure in 33 years. This feels like Nintendo returning to the very same font from which World sprung, with Nintendo EPD firing on all creative cylinders to give us a game that barrels along at a seemingly endless stream of great platforming ideas. Where the style of New Super Mario Bros. U may have left some feeling a little cold overall, Wonder brings with it the warmth and familiar glow of a lovingly crafted Mario adventure that's set on doing its own thing rather than reheating old ideas. Right from the get-go, this feels like a return to the creative glory days of 2D Mario, with a quick cutscene to get us underway. Oh no, Bowser's gone and attacked the Flower Kingdom, help us Mario! Before you're delivered to a gorgeous in-game map and pummeled through several worlds of Nintendo-grade ingenuity. Yes, things kick off strongly here with the headline new power-up Elephant Mario making its appearance almost immediately. Much like how Yoshi's early arrival in Super Mario World felt like the game announcing its intentions to be a whole new thing, this moment feels like Wonder letting us know that it's got plenty of tricks up its sleeves. And what tricks they are! This is easily the best looking and most creative 2D Mario to date, an adventure that's bursting with color and detail, and levels full of one-time mechanics and silliness to discover. This feels like 2D Mario refreshed and revamped. Not only has the Wii Man got a brand new voice in the form of Kevin Afghani, but his moveset has also been pimped out via lots of lovely little touches and tons of new animations. Watch as he clambers in and out of pipes rather than simply teleporting through them. Gasp at how he wobbles at the edge of a platform, teetering on the brink of a chasm, or how his facial expression changes to suit whatever tight spot he's got himself in next. Even the traditional 2D world map has had a nice revamp. No longer confining you to a set track through stages, you can wander, discover little secret areas, and choose whatever levels to take on next with a certain degree of freedom. Mechanically, this is still 100% the Mario you know and love. It's just never looked or felt quite this slick before. The way characters transition between moves, transform into various guises, bound across enemy heads, and swing over gaps, it's all deliciously slick stuff. There's a level of polish here that ensures you never need to second guess the controls or level design because, frankly, they're flawless, where every failure belongs to you and you alone, and where repeating and rerunning areas never feels like a chore. The biggest new gameplay additions in Super Mario Wonder are its Wonder Flowers and its badges. As you run through the various levels on offer, you'll need to gather up Wonder Seeds in order to keep unlocking new areas of the Flower Kingdom and pushing forward. In each and every single main stage in the game, you will find a Wonder Flower. The Wonder Flower is often hidden a little out of the way, and interacting with it warps the world into its Wonder form, meaning that the area that was quite straightforward has now transformed into something else entirely. Maybe all the platforms have switched places or disappeared, or the ceiling has become an enormous enemy that you need to avoid. The inhabitants have begun reacting in surprising ways, the camera angle and controls have shifted, you're flying or you're falling. If you think you can imagine them all, you're still gonna be surprised. Each new Wonder Flower brings with it an alternate route through a stage, and it's where the game derives so much of its creativity and playfulness. No matter how vanilla a level starts out here, you never know where you're going to end up. And I know that sounds like a line, but you genuinely don't know what's going to happen. It's wonderful. And more to the point, Super Mario Bros. Wonder makes sure to keep a wealth of strong gameplay ideas flowing across the entirety of its runtime. Between normal stages, you've also got different trials and challenges to undertake as well, and it's here that you'll get your hands on most of the game's badges. Badges give you various boons, boosts, and aids in order to help you discover every secret and hidden area scattered throughout the Flower Kingdom. You'll get loads of new moves, such as a powered-up crouching jump, a different kind of wall jump before you do a normal wall jump, a cap glide, and so many more, as well as plenty of neat accessibility options to help players who need a little more help. Maybe you want to add some extra platforms to a stage, or make it so that falling in lava or down a pit doesn't immediately result in death, or give yourself a super mushroom at the start of every single stage just to kick things off. With badges, you can do it. As the game progresses, you'll need to switch between all your different collected boost badges if you want to 100% every course. Maybe give yourself more hang time or activate wall jumping so that you can find all the flower coins and wonder seeds spread throughout a level. With non-stop new ideas, the smoothest controls we've ever felt in a 2D Mario game, gorgeous visuals, wonder flowers, and badges all in the mix, we're already having a great time. But then Wonder just keeps adding wins to the formula. You've got a whole mess of characters to choose from as you run through the campaign, including Yoshi's and Nabbit acting as easy modes. It's simple and quick to jump into 4-player local co-op, and more excitingly than ever, clever new online aspects have been carefully massaged into the experience as well. Taking cues from Of all things, the Dark Souls series, Super Mario Wonder gives us an online aspect that sees other players appear as shadowy ghosts on your screen. You can use standees, which are these little collectible character boards that can be bought in Poplin shops, to interact with and help each other. Die and you've got a few seconds to interact with another player or their standee to be respawned, for example, and the whole thing has just been introduced in such a way that it never feels intrusive. If you prefer your Mario as a solo experience, you've got that, but if you like engaging with pals, helping other players through areas, or racking up fast scores on time trials, that's here too, and it works really well without ever feeling like it gets in the way or muddies the water. So does Super Mario Wonder stumble at all? Well, if we're being super picky, we would have loved to have seen a more challenging mix of platforming elements. Things never get really difficult at any point outside of a few specific challenges, and there's nothing here that's going to blow the doors off the platforming genre as a whole. Nothing truly earth-shattering or defining beyond being one of the most refined 2D platformers ever crafted. Instead, you're just going to have to make do with a very, 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 very good 2D Mario. This adventure serves up as much inventiveness as its 3D brethren, is the best looking two-dimensional Mario to date, and another fine addition to 2023's ever-growing pile of incredibly good games that you absolutely need to play, trademarked or rights reserved. Super Mario Bros. Wonder is quite simply the best 2D Mario game since Super Mario World. This is the slickest, the sharpest, and the smartest that 2D Mario has ever felt since 1991, and in its Wonder Flowers, badges, and online aspects, it serves up an endlessly inventive and impressive platforming adventure that we've been utterly hooked on. With local co-op and online fun adding to the replayability factor and near perfect performance in both docked and handheld modes, this feels like 2D Mario with its mojo back, and one of the best platformers we've played in quite some time. You've reached the end of the review, and that means it's time for Alex's personal thoughts, and wowie zowie, this is one hell of a game. I honestly can't remember the last time a 2D Mario hooked me in this way. Well, I can. I can. It was Super Mario World, just as PJ said. This is easily the best one we've had since then. It's absolutely outstanding. It is true that in terms of 2D platformers, it's not pushing the envelope to any ludicrous degree, but it's really evolved the 2D Mario series, like the series in itself. It's nothing revolutionary, but oh my word, have they poured their hearts and souls into every aspect of this game. It is just sublime. I have, at the time of talking, completed it. You need to be careful about what I say, of course, but there was so many instances where I just thought, okay, yeah, no, I imagine I've seen everything by now. I must have seen everything. And the game just, you know, slapped me around the face and said, do you know what game you're playing? And yeah, every single time I was thoroughly surprised. Just around every corner there was something new. And I did turn the talking flowers off. I have to be honest about that. I don't think that necessarily added anything to the game, but you know, it's fine. The fact that you can turn it off means it's not even a complaint. It's fine. But I have been absolutely 100% hooked on this game since I got my hands on it. I have struggled to put it down. Every time I had some different work to do or something like that, I was like, oh, I just want to play Mario Wonder, and I can't think of better praise than that. I've not been able to put it down. I've completed the game for some time, and I'm still going back and playing different things and trying to do little bits and bobs. I can't wait to start the game again. I just want to start it all over again from the beginning. It's just sublime. They've done so much, so well. I genuinely struggle to think of negatives for it. I genuinely do. Apart from the fact that, yeah, it doesn't necessarily push the genre forward. But my god, is it what we've needed from the 2D Mario series for the past 30 years? It's here, and it's wonderful.